Hello, judges. My name is K.Thanchanok Phraowittayakom. I'm from Phraowittayakom School. Today I'm going to talk about the best route to change and gadgets or voices. Have you ever thought of what is the most beautiful voice in the world? Ever thought about where it comes from? And have you ever asked yourself that why is this the most beautiful voice in the world for you? First, I'm going to talk about the voice in our understanding. All of us also know that voice is a sound uttered by mouth when we're speaking and become a sound that our ears can perceive. Many people may think that voice is intermediate to communicating because when we speak out, we have an expression for what we think to make people who are listening can understand us clearly. But third, for people who don't like yeses, we can hear what we want to hear. Be happy with the sound and the voice that we think is the most beautiful. But for some people who have a communication problem, does that mean they cannot communicate with others? This world is an amazing place. This world provides a lot of good things for humans, and this made me think that God loves us the most. Human learns how to live a life and adapt themselves to circumstances. These are all people who live together. So the voice that we think that they are centered in communicating is not the one. Humans have another thing that can be centered to communicate, not speak by mouth, we speak through body language, by writing or by music sometimes. Obviously, everything can speak, everything can be voiced, not just the voice from our mouth or the voice that we can hear. And another voice, I think this kind of voice is the most important to show what humans think. A voice that shows in opinion form. This is the loudest voice, but I think it is the most beautiful voice because these voices still have some inquiable human rights refer to the rights in which all humans being are equals and freedom, having the dignity of humanity, of rights and integrity of both ideas and actions, protected under the regulation of the Kingdom of Thailand and through the countries. If compared with the voice that everyone hears is the voice of the general public, who can touch with civilization, it might be very normal that they can hear all voices and think that nothing exciting. But for people who never hear anything, just think that they will in someday, they are already happy. When the world gave humans some special thing, we call it technology. When the world stepped into technology age, this made a lot of things changes. Someone who never hears any voices can perceive by innovation that help with perception. However, innovation or technology, as we know as well today, still cannot solve the communication problem of speaking nowadays. And this is general communication. But I think that technology can make a small voice that never loud can be louder, and everybody could hear it. When equality becomes inequalities, when voices that we have becomes voices that someone do not have, like everyone the born different and born to be different. So how will we live together in peace? As I said before, humans learn how to live a life. So I want technology to be intermediary for all people, whether who you are or what do you do. But I want everybody to hear voices of people who are out of touch with civilization. I want all of us to realize their livelihood. And don't forget that they are also a part of this wonderful world. Some voice may not loud and we might never hear it before, but it maybe is the voice that beautiful the most when we're listening to it carefully. When everybody can have a great communication with each other and also can hear voices from the mind by equal over social media, there are not many people who get the opportunity to use. But it will rather, if there's just one person, would be the one who incorporates a small voice to all voices. Be mouthpiece for small voices to most voice can be heard. Maybe society will change for the better more than today, one way or another. Because the most beautiful voice for me is the voice from all of us, all of the people in the little house we call world. Commission, visualize, and open-minded through technology. Trust me, that a small voice that becomes a part of all voices can develop everything more than you think. Let technology be an intermediary, make some voices that never be loud in society to make a good difference for good changes. And we will hear the most beautiful voice. And us, or where is it come from? Lastly, if you still wonder the why is this the most beautiful voice, I'd like to answer this question proudly. Just because whenever that everyone can use their own voice perfectly, that means we are all equal. Thank you.